Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics. I'm now joined by women's golf junior Sue Lee. Sue, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
You're coming off quite the finish. You place fourth, you go four over at the latest Navy Sports Invitational. What do you think was working for your game this past weekend?
I think I improved a lot more than I did the first day because I was a lot more focused on my game and I wasn't really focused on if I should be playing well or like what I should be doing better, but rather just focusing on each shot. So,
What would you say is the area of your game that you need to focus on the most, that you feel like you put a little bit more mental effort towards?
I think I focused a lot more on my putting. I had a lot of birdie chances the first day, but I didn't make a lot of putts. And so I was able to make some more on the second day.
So no problem with the short game whatsoever. It's just once you get onto the green, you want to think about that.
Yeah.
All right, all right. Growing up, you go to Hayfield in Virginia, very good school for a number of athletics. Why was it that you really gravitated towards golf?
I think from a young age, my dad had a big influence on me starting to play golf. And then he saw like some talent in me, I think, and we kind of started pursuing it in more of a professional level.
Well, you've certainly made the most of that talent. You're coming off being a Patriot League first teamer. Where have you seen yourself grow this year?
I think I've grown in the aspect of not being too focused on the scores or where I'm falling behind on, but rather focusing on my strengths and how I can work towards doing better.
Any top golfer will tell you when you're in these competitions, we got Patriot Leagues coming up this weekend, but any top golfer will tell you it's less about who you're facing, especially in the sport of golf. It's less who you're facing and more about the course. That battle between you and just trying to get as low a score as possible. How do you manage your emotions when you're in the heat of competition?
I think especially this past weekend being our home tournament, like I was very comfortable on the course. And for Patriots, I had played at Lehigh before, and I think it's a great course. It has some challenging holes, but if you just lock in on your shots, each shot, and just focus on doing your best, I think that it shouldn't be a problem.
What do you do aside from hitting the range that helps you play at your best?
Our coach has a lot of drills set up for us, and it can be like making 20 in a row, making 10 in a row, like, and I think putting us in those like pressure spots in on different parts of like the green and on the range, like helps us really focus in and like make the situation a lot like it would be when we play on the course.
Now, are you someone who also believes in mental preparation and visualizing your approach on each and every hole?
I think I focus on it. We go through our books before every round and we kind of figure out what our aim points are and what parts of the green we should or shouldn't be on. So I think that helps a lot overall.
You mentioned your dad got you into the game, but anybody at the professional level that you drew inspiration from growing up?
I watched Tiger Woods a lot growing up, I think as a favorite of everyone's, but yeah, I think he was a very good inspiration for me.
Now, Sue, I know you're a little busy with the top five finish this past weekend, but you get a chance to check out how the Masters finished?
Yeah, I did. I did see Rory win, so I thought that was very exciting, and I'm very happy that he got.
So it's your pro Rory McIlroy because I know some people they go either way with him.
Hmm. I think he's been working really hard towards wanting to win this tournament, and I think it was a great Grand Slam for him.
Sue, describe to me the mindset of your team as you approach another Patriot League championship this weekend.
I think our team is in a really good place right now. We started off the season in down in Jacksonville, and we played very well with being in such hard conditions this past winter. And then at UMD, we also played pretty well, tying with Penn State, and we also won against a lot of big colleges like James Madison University. So I think that we have what it takes to win, like we did last year, and I hope we come out with good results.
What do you want to see from your game the rest of this year that, in your mind, would make it a successful culmination to your junior year?
I'm hoping the pressure doesn't get to me and I just focus on playing my game like I do on this past weekend at the home tournament. And I think all of us have been able to show that we can play in these tough conditions and we can rise up to the pressure. So I think that's going to be the main focus for this weekend.
Well, you've certainly met the moment so far, Sue. My last question for you is how has Navy allowed you to really blossom and continue to excel in golf?
My coach has been really detrimental to allowing me to focus on golf, like when I'm at the course and my studies. She's been really good with being flexible and understanding of like the situation and that we are in, where it's like we have to balance like the military aspect and the educational aspect in golf. But I've been very comfortable talking to her like on the course and off the course, and she's been doing really well with us with drills and just supporting us in every way she can.
Awesome. Well, Sue, thank you so much for your time. Best of luck this weekend, and we look forward to seeing you come away with another W.
Thank you.